Hey, what's up guys? Michael Carey here with the Christmas Light Academy. Thanks again for joining another video on our YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos, and I hope they help and teach you and let you know more about the Christmas Light Academy. So I'm going to go over an onboarding checklist that every Christmas light business owner should have, and you can always add to this. You can take some of these things away. This is just what we use in our business, and I got a free download in the description below. So if you want to download this document, you can print it out and have it. This checklist is if you're hiring W-2 employees in your Christmas light business. It's just a quick checklist to run through, make sure you hit all these boxes. That way you don't miss anything when you're hiring your new guys this upcoming season. So with that being said, before I jump in, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It just helps us get discovered by more Christmas light companies. And all right, let's dive right into it. The first thing on the checklist is all the employees' information, right? This is a given. This is their name, their email, phone number, and shirt sizes. All right, so on the checklist, you'll see that we print this paper out and just put it with every single new hire that we have. We just put it in their packet. Every new hire that we have is gonna have basically like a folder with all their stuff in it. That way it's all organized in one place. The first thing on the checklist is the payroll packet, right? So most of us are going to be using a third-party payroll company. You may use QuickBooks or something else like that. For us, we have an entire payroll packet that needs to be completed. It's where they fill out their I-9, the W-4 form, all that good stuff is in this payroll packet. This packet's provided by our payroll company. They're who we pay, who take care of the workman's comp, all that good stuff. It's all in there in this packet. So that's the very first thing on the checklist that we get done with the employee, is getting that payroll packet completed so we can get it mailed out or emailed back or faxed over back to the payroll company so they can start work right away. That is the number one thing that we focus on when we first hire the new hire. All right. Second thing on the checklist, and this is part of the original payroll packet, but I always put it out as a second one because they'll still accept the packet without this form, but this form is super important because it's going to save you money, so you're not wasting time on checks. Guys are getting paid right away every Friday. Makes life way easier. With that being said, the second thing on that checklist is the direct deposit form. Previously I let guys slide without having that direct deposit form, and it was just created more work and getting checks delivered, and then you got to hand over checks. It just makes life more complicated than it needs to be. So make sure every employee has the direct deposit form filled out and put in that payroll packet. Third thing on the checklist, this also goes back to that payroll packet, but it's a copy of their ID front and back. It's going to go in the payroll packet, but I also keep a copy in our employee folder, so I would just recommend that you do the same. All right, fourth thing on the checklist is a copy of their social security card. You're going to need that. That's part of the payroll packet that needs to be sent over. All right, fifth thing on the checklist, this one is huge. Depending on whether you're paying hourly or if you're doing a performance pay, most Christmas light guys and service-based businesses are switching to a performance pay. You're gonna want a performance pay agreement. It's gonna break down everything on how the employee is gonna get paid. How are they gonna earn their money? All right, on that agreement, you might have, whether you're paying per bowl or whether you're paying a percentage of the revenue of the job sold, or whatever your performance pay is, have that in the agreement. Have some type of an example pay on there as well. Make sure you have the takedown pay, whether they're gonna be paid performance pay for takedown or if they're gonna be paid hourly on takedown. We also include for our performance pay guys, if they're doing anything that's not performance related, like they're doing shop cleaning, maybe putting out yard signs or even go backs, they're typically on an hourly rate for non-install performance tasks. All right, number 6 on the checklist is a photo release form. If you guys are getting heavy on social media, make sure you have all your employees sign a photo release form. You don't want to get a really good picture of the guys in a whole group and then one of the employees is against having their face in the picture. I mean, obviously you could probably crop it out with AI now. Just have every employee sign a photo release form. That way you can take pictures on the job, videos. They just sign it. You're good to go. So that's that one. All right, number 7 on the checklist. This one probably isn't even an option for most people. This is really going to depend on the state that you live in and whether this is even enforceable or not. I really don't know. I am not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. But you could have the employee sign a non-compete agreement, especially if they're a 1099 subcontractor. That one's in there, a non-compete. This is basically just saying, hey, within the next year to 2 years, you can't create a Christmas light company and compete with my direct customers, or, you know, target and talk with my customers about your business type of thing. So it is in our thing. We just have a basic non-compete. Whether it's actually enforceable or not, I don't know. What do you think? Are you adding a non-compete in yours? Let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to what you guys might be doing with that. You know, I know it's probably not really a big deal, but then again, for 1099 subcontractors, it could be a huge CYA for you. So let me jump into the next thing on the checklist. Next thing on the checklist for us is the free Meta Glasses agreement. All right, you guys have heard me say in other videos that give your guys the opportunity to earn a free pair of Meta Glasses. All right, the reason is because you can build an entire training video library with your guys, your houses, your installs, your methods, all by just equipping your guys and your teams with Meta Glasses. Now, don't just leave it freely out there. Make sure you have an outline or a checklist in place for them to know what videos you want for your business. Make that agreement, make sure that they know that every single box needs to be checked, and that way that's the only way that they can win those free Meta Glasses. That just covers your butt. That way you say, hey, I'm giving you these glasses. If you don't complete the checklist of all the required videos that it takes, you basically don't get to keep the glasses. We take them back and then you can use a year after. So great way to get training videos. Just a reminder, if you're in CLA Custom, all those videos, throw them in a Google Drive, send them to us next year. We'll edit them, add them to your training program, and make your training program even better with your own videos. So don't forget about that, guys. All right, the next thing in the checklist is registering your employee to the Christmas Light Academy. This is if you're invested in CLA Core and you're using our employee onboarding programs, or if you have your own CLA custom version of the employee trainings. This is on the checklist. Make sure that they get registered. That way their employee training and onboarding is all set up. So that one is definitely on there. All right, the next one is adding your employee to your WhatsApp group. Whether it's WhatsApp or Google Chat or maybe just a simple text message, make sure you're getting your employees into a one main group. Have your sales guys in there. Have your sales guys sharing the wins. You know, hey, new job just sold, new job just sold, new job just sold. You know, that fires the crew up. That lets them know like, oh snap, work is coming. We're getting more and more work. So definitely recommend having a big group for all the employees. Just keeps everyone motivated. You can send out a mass text of like inspiration, motivation, company updates. Hey, we're leaving early on whatever day. Hey, we're not working for Thanksgiving, yada, yada, yada. Everybody's in the group. Everybody can get it. So make sure your employees are getting added to that group, that text group, whatever platform you're doing it on. All right, now this one is for your drivers. Now, depending on your insurance company, I'm not an insurance agent, obviously, but you may need to add your employee as a driver on your insurance, on your auto policy. So don't forget about that. That is on the checklist as well. That just is a CYA in case they were ever in an accident. You want to make sure that your company is protected depending on the driver that's in place. So don't forget about that one. All right, and the last thing on the checklist, this is just a bonus. This is going to depend on how you operate in your business, is make sure you're getting your employee registered into your CRM or mobile app, depending on how you operate in your business. There's CRMs out there like Tinsel, Jobber, and maybe some others. For example, let's say Tinsel, right? Tinsel CRM has an employee app where the employee goes in, they can see all the jobs for the day. They're able to see the gate codes, the mock-up pictures, the install notes, quantity of lights that need to be installed, all in there. Super simple for the employee to be able to go in there, open up the app, see what their schedule looks like for the day. Don't forget to make sure you get them registered into your CRM app if that's the way that you operate. If you're not using an app, a quick solution for that is having a folder. This could be where you have job notes and everybody gets a folder for the crew. It shows like the mock-up picture, the address, the gate codes, all that stuff, the end of day checklist. That can all be in there, but that's pretty much it, guys. That whole checklist is completely free. You can download it in the description below. And if you think I missed something or I should add something to my own checklist and make this checklist checklist even better, please drop a comment. Let me know like what I missed, what you're doing when you're onboarding your new installers. And what I'll do is I'll update the checklist in the description as comments come in, and we'll make sure we get this thing super updated as people provide feedback and improve it. Guys, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. Don't forget that download is in the description. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Hope this checklist helps just make your onboarding more efficient. And let's go crush it this Christmas light season. Mike with the Christmas Light Academy. I'm out. Peace.